This is Obsessions With, and I'm Ty Haney. It's a podcast, a vlogcast, where I interview close friends of mine and the founders building the most successful and most loved brands and businesses today. Today's guest is Deepica, a South Asian American beauty entrepreneur and founder of Live Tinted. How many years have you been doing Live Tinted?
Live Tinted since 2019.
Okay.
But the content game since 2015.
I
so
know.
like more than a decade of that.
Yeah.
You just wake up one day and realize like it'd be nice to not live through the lens of your phone.
Yeah, totally.
So it's really
hard.
But
back to 2015, like, I know you were at Birchbox at that time? Or
so
where were you then?
In 2014, I was at Birchbox, but then
Okay.
the video went viral in January of 2015, and then I quit and just did it all the time.
So bring me back there. So 2015.
Yeah.
I know, or what I've read, that you started with video content before having product. So like,
Yep.
bring me back to you at that time and kind of the origination of Live Tinted.
Yeah, so before Live Tinted, I was a beauty influencer, but this was my dream since I was 16. And so it was like, how am I gonna create a beauty brand? Then when this whole rise of influencer happened, I actually like genuinely love makeup. It's like fun for me, but I'm not a makeup artist. But I like love playing and touching with makeup. So when this like beauty influencer thing started happening, I was like, oh, there's no brown girl doing it. Like that's a whole demographic that I can serve. And so when I did it, I was like, this is fun. Like I had a Tumblr. Anyone remember Tumblr?
Hell yeah, I think it's coming back.
I think it's Substack is the new Tumblr, right? It's just like I feel like that was my outlet because I was working at Victoria's Secret at Limited Brands in Columbus, Ohio, and I was just really bored. So I had this like Tumblr where I would be like a beauty influencer early days. Like my version of that was like Clinique was like sending me a moisturizer and I would give my review to like my friends.
Yeah, I love it.
But then it actually like turned into something.
Yeah.
It was just so crazy. And so I started a YouTube channel January 2015. Second video I film on my iPhone. It goes viral. I use a red lipstick under my eyes to mask dark circles. Changed my life. Today Show asked me to come on. Decided I was quitting. For 3 years I did the beauty influencer thing. And then after that, I started to realize like, okay, if I don't do this, somebody else is. I actually got approached by a guy who said like, let's do this together. And he offered me 10% of the company to like do it with him.
Be the face or whatever? Okay.
And that's when I was like, if I don't do this, somebody else is going to.
Yeah.
So that's what ignited me to be like, okay, Deepica, it's time. And also like the beauty influencer thing was always to like, I'm very like purpose motivated and there was just no brown girl doing it. And so I just loved creating that world for young girls. And then by then there was a lot of other girls doing it, which is amazing.
And you would speak to the like
Makeup
skin
tutorials,
color, etc.
Yeah, I would always show how like a product that just got released looked on my skin tone.
got
Like
it.
straight beauty
Super cool.
influencer.
Yeah, I love it.
YouTube vlog. The era
sick.
was real and I leaned in. I was like, and I was doing a lot of beauty hacks because that's what worked for me. It was like that second video was how do you take a product people have and use it in a different way. So like another video I did that did really well was like, how do you use a white eyeshadow to make pigments of other products pop? Because on my skin tone, it's a lot of the products don't actually pop on my skin.
Yeah.
So just like catering to people who also had those similar problems is how it started. And then in 2019, when I was ready to start the brand, I started with a digital community. And like, you know how everybody calls themselves a community.
Totally.
It's like a trending word. In 2019, though, that was early. And
Well, you were pioneering very much so.
Yeah, so it was actually 2018. We started a page called Live Tinted, and I just on my page said, hey, use the words hashtag Live Tinted and tag anyone that you think is a unique beauty that we should be featuring on our page.
Okay.
It actually started with me saying a South Asian deeper skin tone person.
Okay, more specific, yeah.
Yeah, because Fenty had already launched at this time. And so what I thought I was originally going to do is do something around like deeper skin, period. But Fenty, which is great, launched and spotlighted Black women in like a really awesome way.
Yeah.
So then I realized what I still hadn't seen was deeper skin South Asian women. So I leaned in and asked that question. And then slowly that turned into just a page where people talked about all of their beauty insecurities. Like they didn't like the bump in their nose or they didn't like the way there was a gap in their teeth and just like leaning into those kind of conversations. So after doing that for a year, we asked our community what their number one beauty concern was, and they said dark circles and hyperpigmentation. So I was like, okay, I made a video in 2015. 3 years later, I'm still hearing from the same community that there's not a solution.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to simplify beauty. So the Hue Stick was a color corrector and a multi-stick in one. It's like you, Ty Haney, who probably never thinks about color correcting her face ever, can still buy this product because it's a really easy eye, cheek, and lip.
Okay.
So you can take one product and go like this on your lip, go this on your eye, and this on your whatever. And so that was the hero product that launched. It won a bunch of Allure Best of Beauty. But color correcting is still a very niche category in general. It's not like something that's mainstream. What I realized and what I've always wanted this brand to be known for is complexion. Because that's like why it's called Live Tinted. It's like, I want to be a brand that like you, me, and anyone can feel like they see themselves.
All the colors.
All the colors. All the colors. The narrative that happened in the beginning, which was, it made sense. It was 2020 and there was a lot of POC inclusivity conversations. Was like, oh, this is a South Asian brand or a brown girl brand or POC brand. And it's honestly like so frustrating because that's just simply not the case. Like you literally just flawlessly applied this into your skin and it worked perfectly. Yeah. It's just that I am actually—
That's your focus.
I'm actually inclusive of also deeper skin tones.
Yeah, got it.
Which a lot of brands are not. You'd be shocked even in today's age. Like a lot of brands just still don't focus on it. Because they just focus on whatever they think will sell. So anyways.
I'm interested like with you as a little girl. Were you, like thinking back to you growing up, were your parents entrepreneurs? Like where did—
My mom.
Okay.
My dad is like the safest man in the planet, but the hardest working man in the planet.
Okay.
I learned hard work from my dad and I got my business savviness from my mom.
Because it seems culturally like your parents would want you to go kind of more of the traditional
everyone's
track.
a doctor.
Yeah.
My sister's a doctor. She married a doctor. I have 18 first cousins. Okay. They're all doctors except for the one I started this company with. Okay.
And did you like, were you always like, I'm going to build my own thing? Yeah. Or were you kind of split both, like more doctor path and creator, kind of like enterpriser?
No. At 16, I told my parents I was doing this.
Okay.
This, like makeup brand.
Literally, yeah.
And they just laughed and they were like, okay, go study for the SATs. I think like my safe path, I thought I was tell them is lawyer because I was like, okay, I never said doctor, but lawyer, at least I felt like I could exercise my like business skills or like talk.
Yeah.
And like I talk a lot. So it made sense. But then when I went to college, I majored in marketing because I was like, okay, well, the way to do it and make them happy is go work at like the world's biggest beauty brand. So then my first job was at L'Oreal.
Yeah.
And so that kind of made them happy, but their goal was like, my daughter needs to go to HBS.
But that pressure, like you're not resisting that. You better go do something that makes them happy. Like at the time, that was an important thing.
I found a in-between world. Working at L'Oreal to me was like, they still can have bragging rights to their friends. It's like a legit Fortune 500 company. Yeah. And I get to do what I want to do. But like that, me doing this was like, I think they just thought I was like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, like in a notepad.
Keep dreaming.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's just,
Interesting. And so, was your mom into beauty growing up? Like, where did you pick that up?
I have like very specific, my mom always, she to this day, she's like, I just thought you were like my little doll. So you know how you have to like beg your parents to put on makeup before a certain age?
Yeah.
I was like 1 year old with like eyeliner and lipstick.
Oh, she was like literally her doll.
Yeah. I also did classical Indian dance, and you wear a lot of makeup when you're doing that. So I have very specific memories of my mom using a lipstick as a lipstick, but also using it as a blush and an eyeshadow, which is so ironic to
Fast forward to the Hue Stick. Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so cool.
I have such memories of it, and for it to be our, and it was all for a reason. There weren't blushes that worked on her. There weren't eyeshadows that popped on her, which is why she took the pigment of a lip product and put it on her cheek and her eye.
That's amazing. That's so cool. And I guess back to today, you are the CEO. Do you find, I would imagine the product and like the creative sides are more energizing. Is that the case for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think the CEO of it all, again, goes back to the parent pressure. Like, I think if I had done this all over again, I would have confidently said, I want to be the founder and the creative behind this, and hired a CEO much earlier on. But I think I had a lot, I felt like I had to prove. I also think the girl boss era was not healthy for me, and it made me think that I had to be a CEO to be considered respected. And now I'm like very, like, I know my strengths. I don't feel like I have anything to prove at all. And now I just want to keep having joy with this brand. So
I was with Amy from Tower 28 earlier, and we both were just like, actually we gave each other a hug like, holy shit, this business is a bitch.
Yeah.
And
I today also talked to her
with
for
her.
45,
She told me.
45 minutes. We literally were just, she was like, how are you doing? Mental wellness check. Like,
Yeah.
it's so nice to have that, you know, because there was a female founder beauty thing last night, and it's so comforting to just be around other people who get it, because you don't get it unless you're actually in it.
Totally. What's the like most difficult or shittiest part right now of what you do with the company?
The shittiest part of this right now is that it feels a little rinse, repeat, hamster wheelie versus like the creative joy of creating a product. And that's why I'm trying to separate the CEO versus being the founder and creator, because like, we're all just waiting for that big hit.
Yeah.
Like that thing that just takes off and you can't even explain it. You do the same thing as you did in the last one, but like something happened. There was a viral TikTok or something. I feel like most brands right now that have taken off, none of them predicted their viral SKU. It just like happened. We have yet to go TikTok viral. Like I haven't done the social media viral thing since my video in 2015.
Yeah.
Which is
and
kind
you
of
felt it, so you're like, I know it's there.
I know what it can do.
Yeah.
And you know, like I also know the power of TikTok right now. So I'm like just waiting for that thing. But what also makes me feel good is we've gotten this far without that thing.
Totally.
So it just kind of feels like, okay, it's only up from here, right? It's only up from here. But I'm waiting for it because 6 years in, you know, I just want to be, I don't know, this is probably like self-deprecating. It's like, I want to be more mainstream. Like I want it to be that I want to look in every girl's bag and see my product, or I want to open TikTok and see everybody using it. And we're still at this like in-between cusp. Like I'm proud of where we've gotten, but then there's the 9-figure mark,
Right.
which we haven't crossed over.
Right.
And so like that to me is the next milestone that makes me feel, which is so deeply unhealthy, by the way, because everyone I know who's gotten there is
It's
like
that's not satisfying.
it's not satisfying. And by the way, the pressure just gets more.
Well, that's like the sick part of this. It's like you can level
Sick.
up, and the glory of that moment that you used to be so excited for is like dimmer and dimmer, which is kind of fucked up.
What would you say to me in this stage with after what you've gone through?
Well, I was kind of going to bring it back to your closeness to community and like connected to the mission and purpose. Because for me, like, constantly reminding myself, particularly with OV, with like a very important, I thought, mission to get people moving. Like when I could wake up and almost like use that as a mantra and kind of a guide for the day, like I felt energized by any of the like more businessy or whatever things I had to do, but in support of that mission. And your mission like very much has that bigness and that purpose. And
it's the only thing that keeps me going.
Right? So like
you were saying the hard part, but the good part is that like every single time somebody uses my product and meets me, they say thank you.
It's amazing, right? Yeah.
But like they thank me and they actively say keep going. It's like they're rooting for it so deep because it's so personal for them because they didn't see it growing up.
Yeah.
That's so special and unique. Like I think people can love a product, but to feel this like emotional attachment of like because of you, I feel seen. Yeah. Is special.
Well, and it's a very important, I'd say, purpose and mission. And I think back to what I would tell you is it's certainly not for the faint of heart, as we know, but it's like even harder than any of us could have ever imagined. But in my experience, like I can't imagine doing something
that's the thing.
else.
That's
you know
the
what I mean?
thing.
And I don't think you could either.
No.
So like, day
Nope.
by day, we keep going after this thing, and I think eventually, like, it will compound into at least optionality, where you can say, "Beautiful, tie a bow on this.
Yes,
I love it. It's really important. It could potentially live without me.
Yes,
and I've built something where I can now go focus on. It might be kids or whatever.
Yeah, like I think the other piece of it is that I haven't had a personal life while building this, right? Like I hadn't had my person. I don't have my kids. I have my family for sure, but I didn't want it to get to the point where I resented this because I didn't have that.
I see.
And so I have actively focused on that now, and it just feels so much better. Like it feels like this is joyful again, because it started to just feel like just anxiety every single day and night.
What do you do for yourself? I like to, like, as an obsession, as something you're into, as a way to escape or an antidote to the pressure.
Well, I would like to say all the healthy things you probably do, which is get outside and move my body and do all the things, which there's...
The funny thing is I don't.
Really?
Like, which is kind of funny, but it's kind of sick. I used to, but now, like, there's so much. I literally...
So much.
Riding horses is what I do.
Oh yeah, that's actually really great. I drink wine.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I right now have decided, because I used to think like my parents, where they wanted to wait till they retired to travel. They were like, I have to provide, save.
Yeah.
And so I've decided that I am changing that generationally for myself and my future kids, where I'm trying to enjoy the ride and travel in real time.
Good. Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot more trips. And again, it's really hard because I'm also an influencer. And so like, how do you actually go on vacation and not pull out your phone and think about the post you should do while you're on it? But seeing the world has helped me have, again, more perspective and joy around what I do day to day. So I think that was important for me for perspective.
And you have been incorporating more trips.
I have, and I'm going to Africa in a couple weeks.
Oh my God,
I'm going to Switzerland for the first time for my birthday, and in the fall I'm going to Canada and like being in like this world and trees and all the things and nature, outside, outdoor, literally. Yeah, I just need. It's like I literally need to touch grass. That's what I need in my life. But I think I go through phases of it, like. I did the huge obsessed with workout thing, and it did help me. Like I gained all this weight when I started this company, and just like moving my body did help. So that was the thing. But it's phases. When people are like, oh, I journal and I meditate and I work out. Yeah. I do that, but I'm not consistent with it because I'm a human being, right? And then I go through phases where I'm like, it's 5 p.m., let's have a glass of wine. Now I think the healthiest thing I do for myself, and if you can do it, is I've gone to the same therapist for the last 6 years. And
wow, that's a streak.
Isn't that
like 6
wild?
years is insane. I've never been able to do that.
6 years with the same person, and I think like it's so cool to hear from her the growth that she's seen from me. And so she's been with me since I started Live Tinted, and she's just like, I think it's been more valuable than a physical trainer. She's like my mental trainer, and she just reminds me of my growth, because I'm such a growth-minded person, not just for my business, but for myself. And she's always reminding me, like, remember a year ago when you would have spiraled over this and where you are now? So I would say the thing I actually do for myself now is like, even I've been doing is constant therapy. Yeah. And it's the only consistent I've had.
Right. No, I love it. But that's real consistent. Like impressively consistent.
I think, I don't know who I'd be right now without it, to be honest. So,
interesting. Are you still, I would imagine, actually I know that you're still close with your family. Some of your family works with you in the company.
Yeah, my cousin and I started this together.
Okay, yeah.
Well, like I said, we're the only two that aren't doctors. Okay. So we did this together, and it's just cool to do with him. I mean, you know the importance of trusting the person you do the business with, right? Like, who more than family? And it could have gone way wrong too. It takes a very specific man to build with, like me. He's pretty great. I literally told him to come in here.
I love it.
He actively doesn't want to be like the person people, like he wants to be behind the scenes.
Right,
I would love for him to not.
Perfect. But I love it. And so
I'm very close to my family. I think that they are so proud of me. Like my dad goes to India and like gets stopped at airports, and the lady at the bank in his village in Kakinada like stops him and is like, I don't need your ID, I know your daughter. Like,
wow, so they must be so proud.
They're so proud. Yeah. They are just now the same place I'm at. Honestly, it's not even their fault. They're just like, have your own family. Don't let this
get in the way of that. And I guess like, how do you approach that? That seems...
I literally told every human being in my life that I am ready to be my person.
Okay.
And it worked.
Tell me more. Oh, you already have someone.
Yeah. It's great. Life is really good with him.
I'm so happy for you.
He's the best. Thanks. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was just why I put it into the universe. I think a lot of people are like, feel weird doing that, and I just don't think the dating app thing was for me and stuff. Yeah. And it worked.
I'm
so
obsessed.
great.
That's
I know.
amazing.
Like, life really is better though, you know? Like after dating a bunch of losers, it's like so nice to be on this side.
I love it.
Feels
That's amazing.
So good.
Okay, so cool. We do a little segment. I don't know if you have a bag with you, but with your favorite things.
Yeah, I have my bag.
Or some things.
Should I go get it? Or should
grab it and then we'll just like put it here.
I was like so stressed. I have nothing weird in my bag, which is crazy. It's because I changed it out. Yeah. I got some stuff.
We can toss this in there, you know.
No. I authentically had one of our products, which is good.
Yes, of course. Good. Great. Okay, we're doing what's in my bag.
Okay. I have my wallet holder, which I've had forever. I don't like chunky wallets.
Okay.
I'm a thin wallet card holder person. I have my cheapy Amazon sunglasses, but I think they make me look chic when I wear them. I'm a girl who loses all of her sunglasses, so I don't do fancy sunglasses.
Right, they look amazing. So.
Thank you.
We wouldn't know.
I have an orange pen because everything I have is on brand. Orange case.
And the orange is derivative of what?
Yeah, so it's marigold. And so to me, I wanted to pick a color that was, first of all, this goes back to like the Glossier era and millennial pink being a thing. And it was a very cool tone thing. And I felt like it was a very cool product. And I wanted us to almost be the exact adjacent to it and be a warm brand.
Right.
Warmth in nature and also in color. And so I wanted something in the warm family, which is why we have browns and coppers also. But marigold specifically was because I felt like nobody in beauty was doing orange. And it's obviously a very chic, elevated color. But marigolds are a flower that are used in multiple cultures. Indian culture, Mexican culture, African culture. And I wanted to be a brand that tied different cultures together.
It. Amazing.
And it also just is like energy and vibes and happiness. Yeah. I like wired more than AirPods because they die and I'm on flights, and this makes it so I can always,
Do you follow Wired It Girls?
Embarrassing, no.
It's pretty cute. It's just, I mean, it's like everybody plugged in, but it's like hot and sexy. So
okay, great. So is it like a cool thing now?
Yeah, it's like all the way.
It's like I didn't even know that. Okay, ahead of the trend. Unity Bomb Live Tinted. I'm actually gonna put on right now because I realized I was eating right before I got here.
How many products ish do you have?
SKUs is like 200, but products I would say like probably like 40.
Yeah.
That feels right.
Okay, cool.
And then Listerine strips because life. And a hair tie that's not cute. And I just this morning got this Jolly Rancher from our office.
I freaking love Jolly Ranchers, but they have the weird whatever dye we're not meant to eat.
We're not supposed to eat them, but here we are.
This is Obsessions With, and I'm Ty Haney. It's a podcast, a vlogcast, where I interview close friends of mine and the founders building the most successful and most loved brands and businesses today.